Hello, Void. February Rizzo back and working my way through my 31 days for October. So, here we are on day 3. And with that one, I decided to pull up a movie I hadn't seen in a long time. I think I've only seen this one like twice before. So it's about time I revisited Frailty. Now, I first came across this one, like, I'd heard of it before, but I actually saw this one in a high school film class, which was just kind of, there's a lot of movies I saw for the first time in that one, but this was kind of them just going about discussing, like, unreliable narrator, as well as just some of the themes in it and how it translated well. Watched a lot of good movies in that class. Actually, then... And for that one, we even watched Friday the 13th, so not bad for a high school class. But, anyway, Frailty. So, Matthew McConaughey, always worth checking out. And Bill Paxton not only stars in this one, but he also directed it as well. And I'm not sure if he was involved in the writing also. Possibly. I'm not sure if he's got a writing credit on there. It's not popping up. No, he's not. Just directed, produced, starred. Bill Paxton's all over this one. And I believe this is his directorial debut, and he did a really good job here. The music alone definitely really sets this one. Definitely gives it a off-kilter feel to it. So... Frailty. So this one pretty much starts with Matthew McConaughey sitting down with a FBI agent played by Powers Booth to essentially say, hey, this killer, this God's hand killer that you're having some problems with, I know who it is. It's my brother. And the FBI is like, okay, people don't just come in and tell me who the killer is. Why should I believe you? And so McConaughey starts spilling his life story as to how he got to this point, indicating that his father got a message from God and the angels that we're in the end times, the war for our souls has begun, and God has deputized him to kill demons. Well, destroy demons. Important things. And so God's giving him some holy weapons, and sending him a list of people who are actually demons. Go kill these people. So, the father is played by Bill Paxton, and so him and his 2 sons are now going around abducting and killing people. Because, well, they're not killing people, they're destroying demons. Important distinction. So, essentially, whenever Dad lays his hands on them, it reveals them for the demons they are, and then out comes Otis, the axe, to deal with them. And a lot of the flashbacks focus around young Fenton, who's kind of horrified that his father just suddenly became a killer and is sure his dad is sick, while his younger brother is completely believing that, no, Dad saw an angel. I'm seeing it too. I see them as demons, and I see that they're demons. But Fenton's like, no, Dad's crazy. We're in trouble. And it's pretty much goes from there of who's right. The beginning, it definitely makes you wonder: is their father on a holy murder crusade for God, or is he just crazy? Now, the end does leave it a little less ambiguous, but there's a few twists and turns along the way that definitely make Frailty worth checking out. Upon the rewatch, I was actually surprised on how, well, despite being rated R for, like, violence, this really is kind of tame in that department. It usually stops before anything is really shown for the destroying of the demons. And, there's a few kills that have some blood, but not a whole lot. So it's actually it's more atmosphere than a guy running around with an axe is gonna let you to believe. the acting in this one is really what kind of sets it up as this whole thing. This message from God pretty much starts tearing this family apart as, you know, one kid's so sure his dad's gone crazy and but won't leave because he doesn't want to leave his younger brother, but his younger brother is so starstruck by Dad was chosen by God. And I really do enjoy the feel for this one. I mean, McConaughey's always a delight, and Bill Paxton really sells it as his father who's trying his best to follow through on his holy mission. So, I really did enjoy this one. Frailty for me is an 8 MacGuffin film. It's the atmosphere, the storytelling, the style works very well. I usually would put this one more in like a thriller category than an outright horror, though there's definitely horror elements, and it does put cutting around the side horror. But this film isn't made to really scare you. It's more it wants you to think, and it gives you a lot to think about. So, yeah. It's not like your typical slasher film like the cover may make it look like. It's definitely more psychological. And, yeah. So, the title is one thing people are occasionally a little tossed on. Frailty. It never comes up in the movie itself, but it's kind of like things becoming frail, like the family bonds, belief, faith, and things like that. So, and how is your faith strong, or is it, well, frail? Yeah. So, Frailty, I do highly recommend. 8 MacGuffins for me. This one definitely stood out for me ever since I saw it, and when I saw it in the film class, this next time I bumped into a DVD copy, I picked it right up, and that doesn't happen often. I mean, I like movies, and I do have a lot of movies, but rare for me to move that quick on a film. Alright, so, all on this one. See you soon, Void.